Hello everyone and welcome to the Flyover podcast. We got to my left, Marwan.
Yeah. What's up?
Ismail.
Hello, I'm an Arsenal fan.
Kafi.
I'm still Ronaldo in.
Amin.
Messi's number one fan, lads. Let's go.
Today we're actually going to start talking about the World Cup. The first match week has already begun and we're literally going to start talking about England now. England's first game against, who is it? Not USA was the other game, the second game. England ran 6-2. Was it 6-2?
Yeah.
That game was actually, it was actually a good game to watch, you know. Was it 4.5 time?
Was it?
4.5 time. 4.5 time. 3.5 time.
Yeah, 3-0.
3.5
Raheem scored, yeah.
3.5 time.
Listen, let's be real, man.
like
Everyone's, yes, you can say I like that game, but it was Iran at the end of the day. And I don't know why people gas up England.
Bro, let's start with the positivity. Listen. Let's
start with positivity.
Every guy,
You're weird, bro. This guy's weird. That's weird.
Why is he weird?
Listen, first game, Iran they're not the worst team to play against. I don't understand why you're disrespecting Iran. Like they're not the worst. Like, there's much worse in this competition than Iran.
Just beat Wales.
Qatar, Ecuador, I don't know. Flipping. Iran would be Ecuador, man. Iran would be Ecuador. You say with Wales are worse than them, USA even worse than them. Like there's much worse. Like
beat Wales. Iran did
exactly. They beat Wales. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. Iran and England. England is supposed to be winning this competition.
Okay, look.
And you want to talk about Iran 6-2. Come on. And you know the two goals. Listen, the two goals that England conceded. Harry Maguire once again letting the team down. I'm telling you.
Hey, can you not just beat what's in front of you? Like?
Sleeping, bro. I'm telling you. Look. Once they start playing against bigger teams, and you're gonna see them crumbling, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm a Stones fan, but I think that was more Stones' fault than Maguire. That was not Maguire's fault.
Made a run in behind him.
It was the Chuckle Brothers, bro.
Crazy.
It was the Chuckle Brothers, bro.
No. He went past Maguire, but Stones was still there to defend.
Well, hey, did you see the way Maguire's shuffling, bro? This person got shuffled.
Listen,
he shuffled one way.
Why are we being weird, bro?
Listen.
Maguire had a good game.
I'm criticizing. Listen. Why are we talking about the negatives in the game? We have to take each game how it comes. That was their first game. They scored 6 goals. They looked threatening. Created a lot of chances.
Was Harry Kane good?
Harry Kane, yeah, I think he was good.
I think Kane was good. I think Kane had a good performance.
Harry Kane deserves to get kicked out of that England squad. That's what I believe. He's a disgusting guy, man. He's absolutely.
Let's someone muse, man.
I hate that guy.
Well, look, me personally, I want to start off with positives. Then we can start talking.
Yeah.
Look, for me, as soon as I didn't care about the other guy. As soon as Saka got on the score sheet, that's when I was like, yes. That's when I started rubbing my hands.
That's why I love that game.
That's when I started rubbing my hands. So, and the thing is, not even just him getting on the score sheet, it's just the type of goal he scored. You have to start, like, the first one was a volley. And the thing is, I think I was looking at it, deflected. It wasn't easy. He stepped back. Like, I seen it as it wasn't the best version of that kind of volley, but it's not easy when the ball is kind of coming to you and you have to kind of step back and get set and then bam, hit it. And I think did it hit the ball and go in?
Yeah.
Hit the ball and went in. That is just pure class. Like, you have to respect it. And then his second goal, Messi-esque, bro. This guy's been watching some Messi comes. He's stop and start. He's been watching Messi comes like me. Musa, you see the way I play? He's been watching Messi comes. Saka. I'm telling you, man. He is Iron Robin-esque, Messi-esque. This guy is sending niggas. Listen, did you like it when Saka got taken off before he could get that hat trick? That's outrageous. Bro. That was outrageous.
2 goals is good.
2 goals is good, man.
Real, man.
I like that.
See what I'm trying to say?
That could have been Saka's chance and he could have got a hat trick.
Yeah. You guys aren't being realistic, bro. The second goal...
I wouldn't take my hat trick.
I like Saka, but the second goal he scored...
Bro, you're being weird, bro. This guy needs to get off, bro. What is this guy saying, bro? This guy's being weird. What's wrong with you?
Are we not going to be truthful?
You're being weird.
Let's be truthful, bro. The keeper, bro. The keeper stinker. Come on, bro.
Listen, we'll move on to some...
No. You know what? Let's stay on that for a second. Because he's right. The keeper was terrible. Yes, I see the goal. Yeah. The keeper's positioning was bad. But what I'm saying to you is still...
There's 3-4 defenders in front of him.
for me, he sent the defenders.
The coach didn't want to
He did it.
The coach didn't want to sub the keeper.
Yeah.
He started shaking his head.
But what I'm saying is, Saka, he's still done the defenders. It was nothing to do with the keeper. And then he had the shot. And the keeper, yes, I agree. The keeper was terrible. Yeah, that's a good point. It was blocked, but still, the keeper's position wasn't good. It was like a couple yards away from it. It wasn't like a corner. He didn't like get it side or anything. But still, for me, it's like the confidence for you to do that. To what's that? What does PK say? That only
Jinky.
Yeah, bro, he done a little jinky. Why, yo? He was disrespecting these defenders, and then bam, he got it in. But you're right. On the game as a whole, though, Marwan, 6-2 was because of the keeper. I already said it. Because of the keeper, it became 6-2.
No, but that came.
There was only one goal though. There was only the Saka goal that was a bit weird. Like, what other goal could he have saved?
Nah, that's
There was a good goal scored. Bellingham was a class goal. So was the first Saka. So was Sterling's goal. Rashford's goal was good, and Grealish's goal was just a tap in.
Listen. I've studied a bit of psychology. Psychology plays an important factor.
Listen, Southgate. Let me tell you something. Southgate is a criminal. Facts. That guy, he's giving everyone a honeymoon period. Oh yeah.
Can I leave the video, bro? I don't want to.
6-2. Oh my goodness, yeah, we just beat
Marwan,
Iran.
of the picture.
You know what I'm saying? Look at what they're doing to women.
The Harry Maguire.
Listen, we're not getting into politics.
Harry Kane and Harry Maguire is crazy. It sounds like you got some.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Against Harry.
Against Harry.
Listen, this is a World Cup roundup, bro, not a Premier League roundup, bro. Take club bias out.
No.
Okay, listen, I want to hear what anyone else has to say about the England game. Like, what
else is there? Bellingham, anyway, he talks about Bellingham.
Let me tell you something, I'm not going to lie to you.
Like someone talk about Bellingham.
I'm not going to lie to you. Bellingham is a very good player,
Coming to Liverpool?
but he's coming to Arsenal.
Let's not do that.
Let's talk about what you
Let's
see.
talk about his England performance. Let's just talk about the England performance.
He's decent. It's so negative. Am I the only one that thinks it's negative? Declan Rice, Bellingham.
How can that be negative?
What? Yo, someone take the mic.
Bro, we can
guy,
put
bro.
Declan Rice
Yo, stop. Abdi, come on.
Declan Rice.
That's negative. It's Hendo and Declan Rice.
Declan Rice. Let me finish. Declan Rice, Bellingham, Mason Mount. That is like negative football, bro. Put on Conor Gallagher at least. Like, come on, bro.
Conor Gallagher.
Come on, my guy.
These England fans, they can never be happy. I don't understand that.
He's not England
He's
fan.
not an England fan. You know, he's not supporting England. He's Arsenal fan. Nah, Bellingham is class, man. Come on.
Okay, I want to know Kafi.
But when people gas his performance, like I think you're like everyone was good. Like majority players
I think,
had like
but
7 out of 10.
he stood out though. Exactly. I didn't know he was that good. I don't know.
Bellingham.
People knows he was good, but
Bellingham.
Yeah, Bellingham.
good.
No. Everyone knew.
And can he perform on like that big stage?
The Bellingham height is on another level. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a good player. He's a good player though.
Listen, Bundesliga as well. Bundesliga tax.
No,
There's international tax as well.
We'll keep it. England's gonna be a while.
International's not that good. But when it comes to these clubs playing against each other, I want to see in the Premier League, in the bigger stage, where let's be honest, Liverpool, Man United, Man City, all these guys are better than England.
Wait. Can I ask you a question? So are you saying like people didn't know he was this good? So now, like because he done it with England now.
I really don't even think I don't think he's that good. Yet.
What?
That good?
No.
In that game,
For me,
he's good, but. He can do it in the Champions League.
Bro, he played in the
I want to see him do in the Prem.
He's got like 4 goals in the group stages, bro.
Nah. Musa.
I feel like you can't use something against him that he hasn't experienced. Like you can't. How can you say I want to see him do it in the Prem? He's not. Of course he can't. He can't be Prem proven. He's never played in the Prem.
That's why he's not. That's why he's like.
That's a bit of the. That's like
English
touch.
I hear what he's saying. Because you know, in Germany, everyone plays a high line.
My thing is that what more can he do? Like
What do you mean high line, bro?
Exactly,
bro. He's a midfielder.
I can do a little through ball. You're playing a high line. I can do a little through ball, and then just be like, "Yo, go." You know what I'm saying? Yo, here you go.
It's a bit more attacking.
Okay, my thing, what more can he do? There's literally nothing more he can do.
No, forget about
right now. In the position that he's in, there's nothing more that he can do to prove how much of a good player
I think he can.
What
in
more
that
can he
game
do?
specifically, I genuinely believe that
In the England games or in
Declan Rice is the better midfielder. But because
he's playing a
scored,
different role.
because Bellingham scored, because Bellingham
I think it's a different role, and I think there's more of a jump.
Let's talk about
West Ham is outstanding as well.
Listen. Let's be real. Let's talk about the USA one, man. This guy put on Jordan Henderson. Like, come on.
No, before that. Look, Bellingham. Look, let me say one thing about Bellingham.
We're not gonna be done about this. We're not gonna be
Gareth
done.
Southgate's a criminal, bro. He should be judging flipping the UN, bro, for all the crimes that he's doing, bro, to England, bro. So he's wasting the golden era, bro.
Okay, listen. First of all, Bellingham, he doesn't need to prove himself in the Prem. There's certain players like a striker. There's certain. I hear what you're saying. He kind of proving the Prem, but for me, I've seen him enough. He's in the for me, it's like, let's look at the Champions League with Haaland. People are saying, "Yo, he's done it in the Bundesliga," and he was doing it in the Champions League as well. And then when that argument came about of, "Yo, he can't do it in the Premier League," people were saying, "Look, he's doing it in the Champions League." And now he came to the Premier League. His goal rate better. It's very similar, or either better.
I think this season is his best goal scoring season. I don't think
ever, and he's in the Premier League. But look, what I'm saying is.
Is he Captain Dorman?
I tell you, it's Captain Dorman.
Nah,
Bellingham.
it's a one-off.
And I'm talking about Haaland. No, I'm talking about how Haaland kind of came to Premier League because they were teammates. Is a good comparison. Yeah. But he's a striker. Bellingham, for me, I knew he was good when they came to the Champions League when he's playing against City.
My thing is, and
he's had that impact. You can see his impact.
Attributes he has.
But my problem was,
he can be good in the Premier.
My problem was with Bellingham, not with Bellingham, but the talk about Bellingham was how these pundits were just, when they gas a player too much before, like he's kind of proved it in just about, like it's been 1 or 2, 3 games they've seen, and all of a sudden now they want to put him to this high. That was my problem. But on his performances, you could see from that point, this guy's a baller. And this season especially, he started off differently. That's why he's in everyone's first 11. It's not even like a debate no more.
Can I ask a question? Bellingham or Pedri?
Why is he in comparison?
Me personally, I'll go with Pedri. Man. That's a bit of that's like the Spanish tax. It's like, when you're Spanish, you just have that juice. I don't know, like, maybe Bellingham may be better.
He looks like the real discussion is no. The real discussion. Of course, it's Pedri, but listen, you can't compare Foden and Pedri. That's what you compare. You don't compare Bellingham and Pedri.
Right now, I'm taking Bellingham. Right, if you ask me right this second, I'm taking Bellingham. I'm sorry, and I got love for Barcelona, but right this second, I'm taking Bellingham.
Bro, I think Pedri is closer to the complete article than Bellingham.
Are you taking Bellingham over Camavinga?
Bro, listen.
You need to respect Camavinga, what he's done in his career.
That's my point.
He started at 16 in Rennes, and he took them to Champions League. He's done all of this. I would take
No, bro. Why is he doing this, bro? The real one is Foden and flipping Pedri.
But my thing is that,
bro,
Foden, the thing why we're comparing these guys is because they're all playing in the midfield. Foden hasn't really played in the midfield.
We're talking about England.
For Man City, he comes in, bro. He comes in.
Yeah, moving off topic, kind of.
Yeah, but anyways,
we're talking about Bellingham here. We're talking about Bellingham here.
We're talking about Bellingham.
That's the main thing.
Okay, I don't want to talk Bellingham. Let's see what that guy. It's not good for me to talk about.
So
that much.
Okay, let's talk about the next part.
What, the USA game?
America. Maguire actually had a very good game, didn't he?
Best player on the pitch, man.
Listen. If you call a good game just kicking the ball every time you get
a good game.
What more can you do?
Listen. When he's on the ball, it's a different story. The know is, it was, of course, yes, he had a decent game. I want to say a very good game. He had a decent game. He was kicking the ball out. Yes, he was winning tackles. All right, yes.
He won 6 corners in a row.
You know what I mean? But
I think he was running. Like, look, I think he was when he was in defense. He does the thing where he against with United.
Like those line breaking passes.
Pass it backwards, man.
This guy was scared, bro. This was backward football, sideways football. Yo, it was boring football. I was so angry. I wasted 2 hours of my life watching that game.
Maguire was one of the people that was passing it forwards.
Listen. Maguire, let me tell you something. The McKenna, it was the McKenna chance. McKenna, whoever his name is, man. Whoever his name is.
What did Maguire do?
Lawrence McKenna, man.
What's the McKenna?
Lawrence McKenna.
What guy played for Juve? You know what I mean?
Lawrence.
You know what I mean? Lawrence McKenna. Yeah, listen. But what's it called again? That guy had a stinker. And who was there? Who was there to get him?
So what? Are you going to blame all that Maguire? What's that Maguire
that's your defender's fault,
That's your boy, bro. That's your boy.
Sleeping. And then what was it?
You know,
we got. Are we not going to talk about that? Are we not going to talk about the Kieran Trippier stinker?
Yes.
Are we not going to talk about that stinking?
So we're gonna talk about Trent playing then.
No. We're going to talk about Benjamin White playing.
Benjamin White, man goes Benjamin, whole name.
I'm that inverted right back.
Yes, Sirski.
I think it wasn't to do with the fact that Trippier was bad. I think it was instructions that were given Like Saka, if you watch the game, Saka wanted to play one way, press the I think centre back, and Trippier had to back him up. But if you really, but he wasn't backing him up.
Trippier was
Instructions given.
Let me tell you, Trippier and Saka were taking the same space. You see that?
What's Pulisic playing on the left that game?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Trippier had to stay back because of Pulisic.
Yeah, I agree with Kafi's right. Like, I think they're both like it's a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding. Even like half our team, some of our team like Mason Mount would go press the midfielder, the centre back and the keeper, and the other players are just standing around. Like clearly they were just like lack of communication on the pitch.
I see the
America,
Can I ask one question after this?
Go on.
Is that a lack of communication or is that a tactical issue?
Yeah, lack of instructions.
You think that's a Gareth Southgate issue or you think that's on the pitch?
Southgate, you're the...
I think it's a mix of chemistry and tactics from the South. Chemistry.
Listen, I told you this team has been
They haven't
together.
played with each other a
This
lot.
team has been together since 2018 World Cup. You do know that, innit? 2021 Euros, same team played. Should be a Saka on the right. You do know this is not a lack of chemistry.
Trippier on the left though. Left back.
Clearly, instruction issue, innit?
Trippier left back, no?
Oh yeah, I forgot. He was playing left back. Who's right?
Wing back.
Who's right?
Nah, that was sure.
Scott Walker.
He was playing right back.
He's playing left. He's playing on the left.
In 2018 in Russia.
Russia playing on the left.
Yeah,
2018 Russia
left.
played right back, but Saka wasn't playing. But 2021, Trippier was right wing back. Kyle Walker was right centre back. No, sure did.
I think he did as well. You know, I remember
He started the Euros.
Yeah,
The first game of the
majority
Euros,
of
he was on the left back. He was playing left back.
Fair enough.
Saka was on the bench as well, was he not?
But I do remember playing on the left for a while.
But majority played right wing back.
Yeah.
With Saka on the right as well.
So is Trent gonna play over Trippier then? Is that what we're saying?
like, I don't understand what's the
It's
issue.
not a personnel issue.
Why can't we just give it one game, like,
Yeah.
just to show what he's
There
good
was-
at, like,
There was no creativity.
Bro,
in that
yeah,
midfield
exactly.
Wait,
whatsoever.
one game for Trent.
for Trent.
Should I tell you why? Simply why?
Because they get knocked out.
One game, you're out. That's how this works.
No,
7 games in the World Cup.
Wales have
one
what?
game is like
Wales have
10
1
games
point.
worth.
Is it on Trent though?
It's worth playing.
No, what I'm saying is, this is not a league. Like, this is a knockout tournament. Same when we played the other day tournament. If you mess up one mistake can cost you, and you're done. That's why this manager should.
I'm not trying to see Daniel James.
It's a bit. One mistake can send you out. Fam. It's
But
done.
we're not playing in like flipping 5-a-side here, bro. We're talking about 11-a-side.
That's even more so. You know, but you're right. Even more so, 11-a-side is even worse because when you are out of position, how much space do you leave behind? 11-a-side is worse. What point is, look,
He's got Maguire and John Stones. He can't play Trent. That's another liability.
I feel like Saka and like Bellingham and like who plays right centre mid is Mountain.
Nah, Mount plays Cam.
Yeah, but then like on the right side of the
left centre mid is right.
right side is Bellingham.
Yeah.
I feel like Bellingham can cover for him nicely. Like Trent can do this.
Bro, Bellingham's the eye trying to score, bro.
Bellingham is he's a box to box. Like Bellingham can do.
Bellingham's not moving like Henderson, bro. He's not gonna jump back.
He's not doing that job, bro.
He can for a good. No, I'm saying not for the whole game. It's just like when you go, I stay. When he goes, I go.
He thinks Bellingham's scratch.
What people are failing to realise in it about England and why
Bellingham's
Trent should have
19, but I
started.
act like some Bellingham's some superstar.
Listen,
No, but man scoring 9-10 goals.
Trent is the guy who's won the Champions League and that, bro. He's got respect to him.
Trent won the
Sorry,
Champions League with Liverpool. We're talking about England here, and
Exactly.
we're not playing a system where we're relying on the fullbacks to be our main creators and our main
that
assist
game-
makers.
that game-
That is why I don't think Trent should start.
But listen.
I don't think he should as well, but I'm saying I've watched the last 2 games and I'm saying like I think Trent can offer.
It's not a personal issue though. Our manager has clear. Listen, our whole team is struggling.
Is it a tactical?
Our whole team.
No, but
there's lack
let's
of
be
creativity. in our
real,
whole
bro.
team.
That game needed creativity. That game
is.
But listen.
First
That
issue is Mason Mount.
That
That's number one issue. Mason Mount
We can talk about
should not be
that
starting
game,
at the top.
listen. That game needed creativity. It needed.
That's what I'm saying.
someone
It needed
to create.
creativity,
So
yeah.
I would listen for the 70th minute. For the 70th minute, you put slap on Foden and slap on Trent. Trust me.
I agree.
Trust me.
I agree.
You know what I mean? You already get dominated. What you were supposed to do? You know how embarrassing that is for us for the US to have higher goal difference than us.
Okay.
What? They call it soccer, man. You know what I mean? Like what? You know what I'm trying to say?
How did you say have a high goal difference than us?
I mean XG, man. XG.
Guys,
So Gareth Southgate made bad substitutions. That's what I think. I think personally, he made bad.
He has a history of that.
Who came up? Was it Saka, Sterling for Grealish and Rashford?
Rashford.
Bellingham for Henderson.
Henderson. Yeah.
Stop it all, bro.
But the first substitution was Henderson.
Yeah, that was weird. He got the Iran substitutions like perfect.
All wrong.
And then the USA one, he got
It's not about him
completely
getting
wrong.
it perfect. It's about the trash. I'm not even gonna put it on him.
Who's trash? Who's trash?
The opposition are trash, and it's like it's true, bro. He doesn't have much room for
USA are not that good.
But, these kind of games, we're not even talking about Brazil. These are the kind of games that
I'm still saying, why are we acting?
Alright, okay, sorry. You know what I'm saying? This man's talking about Iran. He got it perfect. There's not much to get
But
perfect.
why are we acting like USA has some great team? They're not a great
But
team
that's
either.
not point.
So it's not like
look. USA is just the team you can actually look at and say, okay, what is he going to
can't,
do here?
man. It's just a name.
We're not talking about Brazil. We're not talking about France.
I'm telling you
We're
right
talking
now,
about USA.
I'm telling you right now, if we had slapped USA 4-0, everyone would have said the same thing. Oh, it's just USA. They're not that good. They have young players. The manager's not good. They would have said 100 excuses for us being USA 4-0. The same thing would have
Say that one
happened.
more time.
I'm saying if England had beat USA 4-0, 5-0, 6-2, whatever, you guys would make the same excuses.
No.
But this is what I'm saying. That he can never get it right. That's what,
let me respond to that. So look, yes, those are two different scenarios where we judge them differently. So look, if we beat them 4-0, then we know they're trash. Like, it's a different story. If let's say, you know what, if his substitutions make an impact and we beat them 4-0 and they're playing well, they're playing positive, let's say they make a few chances, they look threatening, cool. He will have that. He will get that. From me at least, he will get that respect. From the pundits, he will get respect either way. But what I'm saying is, that wasn't the case. It was a tight game. USA were playing better. USA should have won. USA deserved to get more out of that game. And what I'm saying to you is,
Okay.
look, let me just finish my point.
Okay.
What I'm saying to you is, these are just the start. Like, these are the games where you actually look and say, okay, cool. There's a problem in the game. You're a coach. You're a manager. What are you going to do to impact this game? Everyone can see it. What are you going to do? We're not looking at Iran and when you're winning 3-0 up, let's see what substitutions you're going to make. No one's saying that. When you're drawing with 0-0 and there's a problem in the game, we're not talking about Brazil, we're not France, we're talking about USA. They're not on that level, but they're still a tough opponent. And guess what? We've seen it again. And he has a history of it. He's done it in the Euro finals. He has a history of bad in-game management.
I agree with that, yeah.
Listen. We're talking on that guy, that Gareth Southgate guy. Is there any inner worries with players? Let's talk about players like Mason Mount. We named Mason Mount.
But we're talking about the game, like Gareth Southgate's what substitutions you could have won and that. But we didn't have a good chance. I think until Kane added time, was it? When Lucio crossed it in.
Yeah.
Our first chance was in stoppage time.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Clearly, that means whatever subs we would have bought on, even though we bought on subs, clearly couldn't impact the game. What does that mean? If you get in subs, you can't impact the game. We've got a lack of creativity issues all over the pitch.
That's my point as well.
That means
So the subs are not as much. Like, you guys are focusing so much on the subs.
the problem is not the sub itself. The problem is the coach and the instructions.
I'll tell you why.
And let's do the lineup. Kane, he comes in deep, right? Actually, let's start from the back, right? Pickford, he's got a good. Let's start from the back. Now, Pickford, he's got he's got good distribution. We've got right back. We've got what's his name? Trippier. He's not that creative. You know what I mean? We were right centre back.
He's quite creative.
He's not that creative, man. It's not that creative. James is more creative than him, and Trent is more creative than him. It's not that
But
creative.
those are Champions League finalists. Those are big boys. They're not a joke. You're comparing them to Trent.
He's not that creative. We got Maguire and John Stones. Both cautious defenders, bro.
What is this guy talking about?
Cautious defenders, bro. I was watching that game. That game, they're all cautious, bro.
No.
I'm lying.
That game.
If it was
Are you talking about that game or are you talking about this?
They're playing. Bro,
As players.
Usually, John Stones, when he's playing for Man City, whenever he has a ball, he tries like lobbing it or something like that. He was not doing that game. I'm not lying. He was like pass there, sideways, backwards.
I think what he's trying to do,
Bro, I'm being real.
Make my point for me in that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what player you got on the
all
pitch.
the players
We've got
we've
the same problem.
Yes, on the left back we've got Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw.
Can you explain that point, Kafi?
And then we got Declan. No, hold on. But then we got. Let's be real. Declan Rice. We've got Declan Rice. We've got what's his? We got Bellingham. Come on, bro. and Mason Mount.
Wait,
Mason Mount is not really it. Mason Mount. Mason Mount.
Let Kevin bring the point for you.
What's your point, Marwan?
Mason Mount's best position is not Canberra.
Okay, what's
it's on the left side. It's on the left side.
Okay.
Can you make a point?
My point is, all these players, they're all cautious, bro. It's like they were scared.
And that's a tactical issue. So let's just go with that.
Exactly. No.
It's not the
For me, I blame something else. For me, I blame it is.
It's a tactical issue.
It is to do with substitutions. Why? Not substitutions. Actually,
I don't think.
Maybe even lineup plus substitutions, because you could tell. First of all, some of these players with this injury, with this tiredness, you can tell some of these players are a bit groggy. They're not up to it. Oh look, that's Harry.
Couldn't you tell? Can't make that point that
disappointing.
We made the first chance was in the 90th minute, 90th minute. So these players, Grealish, Rashford, before the play.
Desperate times, bro. Last 4 minutes, of course, but everyone has energy. They're trying to.
What time did they come on? They didn't come on the last 4 minutes. What time did they come on?
What's the point you just made?
70, yeah.
The point is here that Southgate didn't put his balls on the line for that game. He didn't put anything on the line
because he's shivering, bro.
He didn't take any risks. He played
I
it safe.
respect it.
He played it safe. At the end, I like the 80th minute. He was thinking, let's get the 0-0 and let's keep it rocking.
He was buzzing after the game.
After
he was happy.
So the game was dry, man. After the game was boring.
We did a manager with real balls, bro.
So wait, should I tell you why I respect it?
Maybe we do.
I'll tell you why I respect it. Because look, this guy, he's a limited manager. Let me just explain to you. This guy, as a manager, he's limited in terms of like that. Being a good manager, being a good coach, he's not that good. And sometimes you have to understand. He understands his limitations. He's not gonna go out there because I'm telling you, it could easily be a shit show. It could easily be. I'm saying you could put on these attacking players. And easily you could go all the way around, and he knows the pressure is on unnecessarily now. The 1-1 game, the group is in a it looks totally different now. So for me, I like that he understands that he at least won the first game. He done his thing. Game, he's like, you know what? If I'm gonna put these players on, there's still Grealish is still like attacking player. Rashford, he can still do.
He bought those players to win the game, bro.
I know. So what I'm saying is, certain players like Trent, he's not taking. There's levels of risks. There's levels. Putting on Rashford versus and Henderson versus putting on Trent and Foden. There's risks. For me, it's a high risk. Maybe not less Foden, but more Trent. There's a risk high. I want to create a player. Bro,
with Phil Foden.
What did Henderson offer that game? I want to know, what did Henderson offer to that game?
Security.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Bro, he'd offered nothing.
Security and what?
They still dominated us when he was.
Should I tell you why? The aim was more security, more experience, and more so, I think, from the manager's thoughts were. I'll tell you.
Ask you one question. What was the main problem in that game? What was the main problem? Creativity, no.
Yeah, no creativity.
So why is he being on Henderson if that's the issue? Like, it doesn't make no sense.
The thing about
that's what I'm asking.
The Henderson substitution,
no
everyone keeps highlighting it. The substitution wasn't bad because it allowed England for us to have more control in the game. Like Bellingham, I'll be honest, you couldn't get the ball. The whole game
that was not good.
Henderson allowed us to have more control in the game. However, we still lack the issue of having any creativity in the game.
All right.
If we bought, and his reasoning for not bringing Foden on was he doesn't play midfield for his team. He doesn't play midfield for Man City.
I was going to ask that question. Why don't we try
that's a good point.
Foden at right centre mid, like in the 8?
No, you know what he could have done? He could have put Grealish where Mount was. And he could have put Foden on the left if he really wanted to.
Why don't you risk it?
Why didn't he really wanted to?
Okay,
Foden wanted to.
It goes back to my point. It goes back to my point about risk. Like I said, you can tell by the words he's saying. There's a level of risk he's not willing to. There's a certain level of risk. He's not willing to.
My thing is that you're not gonna get knocked out. This is the group stages. Like, come on, we were 1-6-2 in the first game. I understand if you're in a around a 16 game, you do not want to risk it. I'll back you there. But in a group game, come on, make some risk.
Yeah, I get all this. I think we spoke about England enough for one sitting. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next biggest game. What game? Argentina, Saudi Arabia. That's a big game. Let's move on to that game.
Certain man's boy, you get me?
Shocker. That was a big shocker.
Certain man was saying they were going to win it, bro.
What game?
Argentina, Saudi Arabia. You know, 2-1.
Did they play? What happened?
2-1. Messi scored the pen. You
Oh, that was actually-
you
oh,
probably
yeah,
were there for the
yeah.
first half.
Yeah, that-
Second half, you
yeah,
probably
yeah.
when didn't see the game.
Messi scored his first goal in the World Cup. Yeah, that game. I remember.
Yeah, but he
The
did-
penalty,
probably didn't see the second
where he-
half. Probably didn't see the second half.
Second game, I think I had someone to beat. I don't know.
Where he missed sitter. That game.
Absolutely, yeah. And so Lautaro had a bad game.
You know what?
All of Argentina had a bad
Kafi
game.
has an agenda. Go on, say
To
what
me-
you need to say, Kafi.
This is my time now, you get me? I don't know if you guys know, but on last week's episode, I don't know if it's going to get released or not, there was a clip of where people said, who are your dark horses for the tournament? Who are your dark horse players for the tournament? And you know, there's two things I shied at. Number one being Saudi Arabia, and number two being Salim Al-Dawsari. And you know the goal he scored against Argentina. And you also seen Saudi absolutely play Argentina off the park, in my opinion.
Fact.
Especially that second half.
Yeah.
I don't know what Argentina was doing.
Come on, man. It's a fact.
I don't know what certain man's boy was doing on that pitch in the second
I'll
half.
be honest, it was after the
Stinking
30th
game.
minute that you saw Saudi Arabia was playing.
They're playing football.
I hear it.
Bro,
Bro,
certain man said Argentina was going to win it. They played, what, a 35-year-old?
I remember.
No, it wasn't not even Otamendi. They played Otamendi.
Yeah, well, that's a
Oh, we're not talking about that. They played Otamendi. They played, what's the other guy? What's the other guy? The one that was playing on the left wing.
Romero was good. He got subbed up for that.
No,
game.
Di Maria was also, oh my god.
Listen. Otamendi
was better than Romero.
Otamendi is good, you know. Otamendi was better.
Yeah, he's better than Romero, exactly.
And he's good for Argentina.
Yeah, he's good for Argentina.
Otamendi is good for Argentina.
They didn't play the main guy, Lissandro Martinez, bro.
that's
Lissandro
outrageous.
Lannister Martinez.
No, when Alexander came on the pitch.
I didn't
He didn't play my guy, bro.
I didn't think he'd be on the bench for that game. I'm not gonna lie to you, Lissandro.
You know what? For me, Musa, you were the guy.
Yeah,
gassed
I
the coach.
listen.
You were the guy that
Papu
gassed
Gomez.
Martinez.
Why are we not talking about
Not
Look at this guy.
the striker Martinez. And yeah, I trusted him, Musa. That
No.
trust is gone.
You gotta let me
gone.
You gotta let me speak.
This coach, I don't know what he was doing, picking certain players, and I don't know what that striker you were talking about was doing.
Listen. You gotta let me speak.
Martinez.
You gotta let me speak in it. He came off the back of a good run with Inter. He came off the back like couple months into the season. He played well. But the difference is, even in the Copa America, he got a lot of chances and scored. He didn't score. He didn't score enough goals. He didn't score enough goals.
Why? Listen, when do you say Argentina? Big boys, they're gonna win it. Just like they won the Copa America, they're gonna win it. They're gonna win it, bro. They were playing Old Men FC, bro. Retirement Home FC. That's what it was.
Okay, this is what I said before. I don't think we should use one game to define a team. Of course. I give you like, you know, 2010. Wait. You know, 2010 at South Africa, Spain lost their first game against Switzerland, and they won the tournament.
Who brought that stuff?
I don't know. I didn't hear you say that, but you know they lost the first game against Switzerland. I'll say that, and they won the tournament. This is what I say. Let's use these 3 games. See how Argentina play, and then we can actually judge the chances of winning the World Cup.
Listen. In 2010, Switzerland had young prime players like Xavi. Xavi was young. Iniesta was young. Switzerland. Not Switzerland. I mean Spain. At that time, they had young prime players. Bro, this Argentina team has got Papu Gomez left wing, Di Maria right wing. They got. Come on, bro. That is a 35-year-old and a 33-year-old on that side.
I feel like that's all
Come
they've got.
on,
That's
bro.
not all they've got.
Exactly.
And then they got Otamendi. They got what's his name? Guerrero. Was it Guerrero? Is that Portugal? Is it his name? The left back. The left back. What's the left back?
The left back is
That's Portugal. That's Portugal.
someone else. Man. I think it's Oliveira or something.
Bro, the left back is absolutely stinking, bro.
Like, they play tonight against Mexico. We'll see.
They don't have good fullbacks.
Yeah, they don't have good
They
fullbacks.
don't have good fullbacks.
Then Melina's pretty good.
Melina left back is meaty. I don't think he's too good.
My goodness, bro. The way you guys gassed that team, you know, is the way you guys gassed it. The way you spoke to me about Copa America, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just give this.
I think with Argentina,
Saudi Arabia to dominate.
I think it's also another manager issue, man.
yourself, bro.
It's like the Ronaldo Messi did. You know how like people used to say like teams forced like Man United forced the ball to Ronaldo. It's like that with Argentina. They're on a counter attack. Messi's behind them. They're gonna give the ball back to Messi. Like the over-reliance.
It happens.
It doesn't always.
There's so many times where the right winger, like I said, he has the ball. Di Maria, whoever was playing there, he got the ball. He whips into the box. Where's my striker? There's no one in the box. Barely even the edge of the box. I don't know where the striker was. This Martinez guy here. He needs to pack.
How you blaming
back to where he came from?
And also, why I believe it's also another man's issues because you got Messi, arguably one of the best playmakers in the world, and using him as an outlet. Messi got caught offside like 3 times in that first half. What is he running behind? Yeah, but also Taro was there. It was 2-3 times. And the same with the Taro as well.
What's wrong with him getting caught offside?
My game is why is the manager using Messi as an outlet? Messi's the guy you want in the middle of the park. He's in between the lines, receiving the ball in between the lines.
Di Maria is there to create as well, though. There's players there to create chances. There's a lot of players to create chances.
Bro, why are we not talking about the Di Maria stinkers as well? Stinking up the
He
pitch.
plays for you,
My thing is, I think that midfield was stinky from Argentina.
Thank you. Thank you.
Argentina do have
There was no midfield.
That game, is pass the ball to Messi FC. That's what they are.
Listen, Marwan, you can't like just
Pass the ball.
My thing is, can we use? You remember the Argentina versus Italy game?
I'm
being real.
I spoke to Ismail about this when I went to his house. Look, for me, that big problem with that game was there was no midfield. That game was one line at the back, one line at the front. No one was brave enough to get in.
They were all trying to attack. They were trying to say, but they were trying to say.
What I'm saying is
they were losing.
I don't know that midfield. Whoever them players there, they need to get back on the bench.
Blame everyone except Messi, huh?
Listen. The midfield is one of Argentina's best like outlets of like energy, press. They press well with that midfield. The Argentina, they press well. Even when they don't have the ball, even when they don't have the ball.
Sorry, I know. This is my point. Exactly, the ball does. I think this was just an update because remember the Argentina-Italy game. Like, bro, they were on it, bro. Every single one of those players. I don't know what they were doing that day. So I think it's just an update, kind of. Because I think like they have played good before, and you see that this team they have good players and they can perform. I think it's just like
I hear it. Like I said, it might have been an off day. Yes, it might have been an off day. They're gonna, of course, leave the group. You know what I mean? They're of course gonna get
not guaranteed. No, it's not.
I think they're gonna get out. But the thing is, my problem is.
Exactly. Talk about that. I mean, like, the 36 games unbeaten.
Let me tell you something against Bolivia, man. Come on, man.
you AE, bro. That don't count, man.
Yo, man.
What's Ronaldo listen?
What's exactly against Luxembourg and Liechtenstein?
Right now, we're not talking about Ronaldo. We're not talking about Ronaldo right now. We're not talking about Ronaldo. Let me tell you something. We're talking about. I know they're gonna of course leave the group and all that. But you guys, the way you said they were gonna win the World Cup, as if they were some good team, and then I looked at this the lineup. I think the average age of that lineup was probably 30. I think it was. The average age of the lineup was 30. Disgusting.
They beat Brazil. Disgusting. By the way, Brazil are your favourites in it. Who won the Cup of America? Who won the Cup of America? Who won the Cup of America?
Bro, how many times has Brazil won it? It's the first time. It's the first time Argentina won it in how many years, bro?
But this is the team.
It's the most recent.
But this is the team, though. This is the most recent. This is the team.
This is a different Brazil team.
This is the same.
It's a different Brazil team.
But it's the same Argentina team. Same Brazil team.
No, it's not. It's a different Brazil team.
They had like 3 players. That's it.
There's a different Brazil team. Richarlison didn't play in the Copa America. Rafinha didn't play in that Copa America.
Richarlison was in that Copa America.
Rafinha did not play in that Copa America. It's a different Brazil team.
Was Richarlison not in the Copa America?
He was.
Richarlison.
Okay, Rafinha wasn't. Rafinha wasn't. What was there?
Rafinha was. He was. We're not gonna talk about the Brazil game, but Rafinha was not great in that Brazil game.
Let's keep it moving. Let's talk
about Brazil.
Let's keep it moving.
What?
He was not
Argentina.
Sorry, you're off it.
We're talking about Argentina. Let's talk about how Saudi Arabia. Let's talk about Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, people are not giving them enough credit, man.
Where's the credit?
Like the way, how brave they were in the defensive line, how high they played.
They did not care.
I thought I was watching Liverpool, bro.
That no respect. I respect it.
You have to have no respect.
They have no respect. Like,
You know, the old Liverpool, the highlight is like right out there.
Listen. Couple teams in like a couple countries, they show too much respect to these big countries. Like Saudi Arabia played with no respect. They played with their hearts out. You know what I mean? They said, you know what? we ain't gonna give you the respect that you deserve or you think you deserve.
Wait,
and Argentina came in arrogant. They thought, yo, it's gonna be an easy game.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk over them. And guess what? They just, you know what I mean? They got surprised. They're like, they got surprised. They're like, what is this? What is this, bro? They're like, how? I think
it's nice. A good wake up call for Argentina because now they know they can't mess around with these little teams.
Can't mess around World Cup, bro.
They can't mess around.
This World Cup.
Someone said the Prince offered each player. It's
fact. It's fact.
Rolls Royce for the other game.
It was a holiday as well. National
holiday.
That's, you know what it is? That's just Messi, right? Forget Argentina. They're looking at, yo, we beat Messi's team. I'm running with that. I'm sorry, I'm running with that because Messi was on that pitch, and I know Arabs. I know Arabs.
Messi.
What is Messi?
I know how Arabs are
Let's talk
like.
about that. What is Messi?
What is Messi?
Is Messi in your bucket? I think he's in your bucket.
I didn't know Arabs were that like football crazy. You know, like, their fans were crazy.
Especially, you know, the main two teams support La Liga a lot. Real Madrid, Barcelona. That's a lot of them support those teams. But now Arab fans are all crazy. And even I can't. That's why do you think, bro? Qatar, UAE, Qatar, all these guys are buying football clubs, bro. They actually invested in. They want to see them do well. But
what did I see? Anyway,
I think he's in your bucket.
Let's move on to another
Brazil.
No. Let's move on to another shocker from a big national team. The Mannschaft, Germany against Japan.
Nippon, you know what I'm saying? Nippon.
With Takuma Sano.
let me not talk to him.
Takuma Sano winner. Huh? What a win, Japan. Minamino came on 2 goals.
That was a good one.
Minamino came on 2 goals scored.
Let me tell you something. That game, although Germany did play well, I'm not gonna lie. Germany did
First
play
half.
well.
First half, second half they didn't play well. For first half, in possession, exactly.
There weren't really a goal for it.
And defensively, yeah, they are poor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who's it like. Rudiger, Schaller back.
Sula right back was just a stinker.
Yo,
Sula right back.
Exactly. Why would they play Schaller back, right back? Can't he play there?
Nah, he's a left.
Why would they play that big guy Sula right back?
Havertz.
They should play Kimmich, man.
Havertz was
Kimmich right back.
I thought Havertz was good that game.
Let's go both goals. He had a stinker there.
I thought Havertz was good that game, man.
Nah, but yeah, like in the midfield, I think like they had control of the game. Like the first half on Japan, they weren't that really brave in possession. At times they had a few counter attacks, but it didn't really amount to anything.
They had an offside goal.
Yeah, offside goal, but
I said
That keeper as well. That keeper had an amazing. He had a masterclass. Except for the penalty, he gave him the penalty. But he had a masterclass. I don't know what his name was, but he had a masterclass.
Check that name. Keeper's name.
I can't. The pen was a bit booky though.
The pen. That was
It's a bit unlucky. It's a bit unlucky.
He was unlucky, man.
Ganda. But listen, let me tell you something. That game, I'm not gonna lie, Japan also played without no fear.
Second half, they played very well.
They played without no fear. They were like, you know what? This is our.
Eminem style.
This is our. And you know, Japan they've usually had good runs in the World Cup. Like they usually get to the round of 16, sometimes quarterfinals in the World Cups and stuff like that.
Should nearly beat Belgium, was it?
So it's like
last one.
Yeah. So
good game.
it's just, I'm telling you, Japan they've got a good team. They've got what Tomiyasu
Lot of
came on
technical
like
quality.
he came on like the 70th minute. They hold out the game.
Even wait, who else they got in the group? They got Germany, Spain, and Costa Rica. They have a big chance of getting through.
Like,
If they win their next game against Costa Rica,
and if Spain beat Germany, they're through.
Do you guys know who Nagatomo was? Do you guys know who Nagatomo was?
back to back, man.
You guys know who
of course.
Nagatomo Inter.
Oh yeah.
They got a lot. They got the 2 players that scored for the 2 players that scored play for. You know the 2 players. Listen. The 2 players that scored play for the German league as well. You know that. You know that the 2 players that scored play for the German.
There's bad Japanese players in the Bundesliga.
They have the starting level from the Bundesliga.
I don't know what they find in Germany, but
Does Honda still play for Japan?
No.
retired.
It's too old.
Come on, I thought Honda still play for Japan, bro.
Yeah, but they had a lot of technical quality. Like I was quite surprised at
Yeah,
how
exactly.
good they were at keeping
How
the
actually
ball.
good
Like,
they were. Like even the defenders, you see,
They got a low sense of gravity. They don't have to play, bro.
But all that
although not all of them are short, but it's like, you know,
all that
they're
technical
not
quality.
technical, bro.
That second goal was an absolute shit show, man.
Nah.
I don't know.
I give quality to the player, bro. The ball, the touch,
Nah,
the finish.
First of all, no, the touch was the only good thing about the goal in my and the finish.
And the finish, he was clever
The
with
player,
it.
the player was good. But I'm saying from a Germany standpoint, first of all, Sule, I think it was like a whole meter or something ahead of his like other defenders. That was the first bad mistake. The second bad mistake is what the hell was Man United doing?
Yeah, Man United came out. Man United came out earlier.
Near post, you can't be being in near post.
I think it's a hard.
I'm not a keeper, so I don't know how it is. It's hard. It's harsh.
Because he's probably thinking, listen, Sule's already got him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I come out,
Sule was not coming across.
You know what I mean? Come on, bro. He was coming. He was close.
Did you see the replay?
It's just, Sule,
he just moved his chest to the side, bro.
I'm telling you, Sule did not expect him to shoot that.
Wasn't it Zaza back?
What else was he going to do?
The
Shut up, chasing him. Not
Chasing him, yeah.
My man, he didn't expect him. He didn't expect him to get to. Yeah, he thought it was probably on his weak foot. You know what I mean? The keeper was going to easily get him. You know what I mean? It's easy. You know what I'm trying to say? He's thinking he can't shoot from there, and he just whipped it in from the top of the keeper. The keeper couldn't even catch that ball.
How old is Schlotterbeck? Schlotterbeck's a young guy.
I didn't know he signed for Dortmund as well. Like, well, that league is weird. Like,
he's a young man.
they just signed everyone. But yeah. I still think I would give credit more to the goal. I understand you can say
it was a quality good goal, like very good touch and a good finish.
I
didn't watch the game in it, but I watched the last part.
Coming from the Messi game, man.
It didn't hurt me. I had to go to Hibernation, but I watched the last part and I seen everyone jumping on my man.
Yeah,
the main man,
Asano.
Japan, Takehiro Tomiyasu, man. So I just want to give a shout out to Tomiyasu. I don't know why they were jumping on him. He must have been
injured after only 15 minutes, man.
Nah, he never started, so he came on. No, he never came off.
He didn't come off, but in game.
But he got.
That's what I'm saying, because he's injured. Yeah,
I don't know, but all I'm saying, I see the players jumping on him. I was like,
I say, give more credit to the goal scorers, man. Who's it? Asano. I don't know who the other guy was. Asano was the last goal, and the first goal scorer.
Kamada in the midfield, he was also very good, you know.
Kamada, yeah. That guy's good.
I respect these like smaller teams, like Japan, Ecuador, all these smaller teams. Saudi Arabia, like I respect them because like they're playing without any fear. Although like they might not get the result they want, they play.
I trust the world. I'm just catching up, Like in terms of, I generally, like the America, like there's like a couple of decades ago where they were like not decades, but like beyond decades ago, they were the Olympics. They were always like easily beating teams until they had to on the world stage Olympics. And until they lost, and they had to say, we need to bring the NBA guys. This is serious now. And then things started. The world kind of catched up, and now we're seeing the NBA where there's more like there's other. Like let's say people from.
How have you managed to get this to the NBA?
No, but I'm making a point.
Okay, let me make his point. Let me make his point.
Let me land first. Can I land?
Yeah, let me.
You know I feel like stuff.
I can't agree with that.
You killed it.
I accept this thing.
I feel like it's a mixture. It's a mixture of like the teams understanding like we're better now. Like we don't need to be scared of these teams anymore. I'm saying it's both. It's like you can be better like as a team. And also, you can understand, we don't need to be scared of these guys. We can just play
what's more important is actual technical abilities. Look,
I agree. That's what I say. I say it's a mixture of both. Is what I'm saying.
Listen. Let's be real. You're talking about the technical ability and them being able to do that. Yes, a part of it is, of course, saying like having the mentality and belief being to be able to do that. But cool. Before that, you need the actual ability. But you need to have that.
At the end of the day, they're all professional footballers. A lot of them play in Europe. A lot of them training every single day. They're gonna have that technical quality.
For example, Japan's team. A lot of them play in Europe. A lot of them play for Serie A teams, Premier League teams, or Bundesliga teams. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Or even,
Can you name where the keeper plays?
We don't need to do that.
We don't need to do that. Well, a lot of them do.
They do that.
I can put it up.
Nah. Listen, facts. Answer what Marwan saying. Marwan is saying like it's very easy for these teams like we're playing Germany today.
Yeah, like,
2 banks of 4. Let's sit. Soak up pressure and counter-attack them. Yeah, but they didn't. They said, you know what?
Most teams don't do that though. Canada didn't do that against Belgium. Who did that? No, the only team that did that was Costa Rica, Qatar, Iran. Yeah, Iran did that. Like, but every other team.
And it cost them.
Yeah, exactly. They all lost. Qatar lost.
Yeah.
Costa Rica,
And they all lost.
How about they were just bad? They're bad.
Nah.
Now look at Ecuador. Look at Ecuador. Ecuador. They got Cuadrado. They got Moise.
Estupina.
The one that's number 11 was number 10. What's his name, man?
And Valencia is number 11. Number 7 is Estupina.
Yeah, that guy is cold.
For Brighton.
Yeah. That's what I see.
The left back.
Yeah.
The left back, bro.
But he's cold. He's cold. He's cold. He looked like Cuadrado for me. I'm not gonna lie. He looked like Cuadrado too.
Okay.
Cuadrado's got dreads. This guy got Mohican, bro.
That was a stick for me. I'm not gonna lie. That was a stick.
Does Japan make it out of the group? Does Japan make it out of the group?
Yes, I believe Japan makes sense.
Yes. I think they
Germany are
can.
going home, man.
So Spain don't make it. So Germany.
Germany don't,
Germany go home, bro.
because Spain play Germany. Spain will beat Germany.
Spain beats Germany.
We see
And
Spain
Japan beat
against
Costa Rica.
Wait, so did you say Germany got out of group stages the last?
Yeah, they got 2018.
Yeah, South Korea.
South Korea. And now it's going to be Japan.
Because you know, for me, Germany are like killers, bro. You know, like I was gonna make a point about that.
Different
but
managers
The fact
now.
that the different manager of 2018.
Joachim Low.
Yeah, Joachim Low.
Who do they have now again?
And now they have Hansi
Hansi
Flick.
Flick.
Yeah, you know, there's two sides to it.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
understand
said,
what you mean,
history, from history shows that last 4 years ago, the same thing happened where they got out. But for me, when I look at Germany, like even German players, like this German,
Like that mentality.
these men are killers, bro. They're like they don't even show emotion, but they just like Germany 7-1 Brazil. These men went to the home country and slapped up teams. I feel like
2014 Brazil.
I feel like if any team that can do it,
Not the prime.
it's about
different
for me,
teams,
This is where mentality comes in because they already have quality.
So, but you talk about different teams.
Mentality. If there's a team I believe in, it would be Germany. Like I'm not gonna say Germany are gonna
Come on, that was how many years ago? That's 2014.
Yeah, that's when they had Bastian Schweinsteiger. They had the flipping. Yo, Miroslav Klose. Come on, bro.
I'm thinking about German players right now, bro.
German players right now, they have
Alright,
nobody.
give me examples of people players. Alright, give me the players that you believe in.
Let's go through the team.
The only player I believe in is Gundogan.
Yes.
Who else? Gundogan.
There's Havertz.
Havertz. I don't believe in Havertz. I can't say I believe in him.
Havertz a stink.
Maybe Kimmich or Rudiger.
Kimmich.
Rudiger.
Rudiger, yeah.
I think Sule. Come on, Sule is not
No,
like
yeah,
that.
kind of, yeah.
But listen. I think.
Sule, I don't
But
know.
listen, I think.
Gosens.
Bro. I think Japan is gonna easily slap Costa Rica, and Spain is gonna whoop Thingy's ass.
Navas must score.
Yeah, Germany's ass. They're gonna whoop Germany.
Joe Campbell.
Yo, they got what's name? Olmo. What's the guy's name? Olmo. What's that guy for Spain? His name. What's his name? Olmo.
Danny Olmo.
Yeah, Danny Olmo. He's cold. You know what I'm trying to say? They got Gavi. They got Pedri. Come on.
I think Danny Olmo is one of those players. I don't know. He's just good for Spain. I don't even think he's that good of a player. He's just good. He plays for Leipzig, but I think he's kind of mid.
Bro,
but
let's talk
he's
about
good.
is it Asensio? Is he the one?
Listen, Spain. You can talk about Spain. Okay, let's talk
Yeah, let's talk about Spain.
Let's talk about Spain 7-0 Costa Rica then. That's the biggest.
How is my man Asensio getting on the score sheet, bro? That guy is.
That's what I mean, man.
But let's Gavi is Gavi. This is Gavi time, bro.
It's Gavi.
Golden boy.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Gavi was overrated until I saw that game. I said, whoa.
So
one game to your opinion.
I'm not gonna lie. Because you know, I tell you why. You know, like certain people like Jude Bellingham, they ain't good in the eyes. That guy Gavi, when you watch him, they just say about him. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the Spanish taxes. You know when your name is Gavi, you just have something.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Listen.
I'm not saying he's not a good player.
When you watch that guy, him and Pedri, you're like, yo, what am I? Yo, you know what I'm trying to say? You look at him like, yo.
I think Pedri's a lot more
The sight about him, bro.
Gavi was.
Like Pedri is class, but I 100% believe it. If Gavi's not Spanish, we're not saying this thing. He's good. I think he's a really good player.
He's not that, but he's not.
But he's not like-
Low center of gravity, he's good in the eyes. Come on, technical. Come on, bro.
That's half the Spain team.
Is different.
That's
Different level.
Come on, bro.
The way he does certain things compared to Gavi's his technique is just different. He makes it look easy.
That technical
So when you
quality
say Spanish tax, you can say the name, but it's just the way these men play football is just they make it look so. They make it complete. Jude Bellingham sometimes it's like he's struggling to. I'm not mocking him. If you're comparing it, just in relatively speaking. Jude Bellingham and Gavi, like he said, when he says on the eye, it's just two different people. It's not the same. Well, I had a Gavi for me. You're right. I feel like people are rating him too much. Like they're trying to name another youngster every other like couple months. Pedri.
He's class.
But I watched.
Gavi's good
I watched
as well.
I watched the highlights of that game. I wasn't able to watch the game again.
Moving on.
It's like comparing Xavi Alonso and Gerrard. Like, come on, like one is like much good in the eyes, other one's like, you know what I mean? It's English, you know what I mean?
Talk about the game.
That's what is the closest way. You know, that's why people love him. Like these man, Gary Neville's crying and flipping after the game, talking about why is Phil Foden not playing. There's a reason why English pundits and these men love Phil Foden, because if there's any player who has that technique, like his name is Phil, but they're still talking about him that way because why? But they call him Phil. The reason why is because the way he makes it look so easy. It's like it's easy on the eye more.
Well, they're not trying to get him to play because of aesthetics only. But going back to the Spain game, I think that's like another, like that's clearly like Spain doesn't have in my opinion, don't have a good team. However, they've got a really good manager, and it shows. Like that starting front three was Dani Olmo, Asensio, and Ferran Torres. And they scored 7 goals.
Don't sleep on Ferran Torres, bro. Ferran Torres is cold.
What about Rodri at centre back? How do you feel about that? Rodri's class, man. Like, I don't know.
You know what it is, though?
I don't know what he does.
He had to put Sergio Busquets and
Sergio Busquets is so good, man. Like,
wait, who else they have? They have Pau Torres. They have who are the centre backs they have?
Laporte, Pau Torres, and they got the other guy.
That's the other guy.
You know,
His Torres is not good enough. That
Nah, Pau Torres is a left foot. Like that in the Euros, they had 2 left foot centre backs, and it didn't go well.
Yeah.
But they still like they outscored a lot of their opponents. Like what was it? Like Croatia, there was like 6.
The game. What game did they get knocked out on pens? They were unlucky.
Italy.
They were unlucky.
Yeah, exactly. They were unlucky as hell. Wasn't it Morata? What did Morata beat that game? He missed a pen. Yeah.
And he scored.
He scored his pen. Yeah. He scored the equaliser.
And it's got the equaliser penalty.
But yeah, like Luis Enrique, I think he's doing a good job of Spain, man.
Yeah, he's class.
But all I'm saying, listen, bro. Let's just be real, bro. Spain actually, they could actually go somewhere.
Are they favourites?
They're not favourites, but they could go somewhere. They're like dark horses.
I don't think they're the favourites, but they're one of the favourites.
You can't have Aspi and Alonso and Alonso's fullbacks.
They're not dark horses either, though.
Who's their left back?
I think by the end of the group stages, people are going to start
who's their left back?
naming them as one of the favourites.
Who's their left back?
Alaba.
Oh yeah, Aspi and Alba, but you're not making out the hood, man.
No, I think by the end of the group stages, by the results and their performances, I think these pundits, these people are going to actually say, you know what? How about they're going to start putting Spain in that conversation about winning the World Cup? Because you're right.
They could be in that conversation.
The biggest test. No one said that. I've barely heard anyone.
But it's not dark. They're not dark horses.
I think. Listen. I think the biggest test is Germany. When they play, if they play Germany and they whoop Germany, like let's say 2-0.
Biggest test. You're just talking about Japan being
Did Spain beat Germany 6-0 before?
No, but it's still.
Did Spain beat Germany? Did Spain have beat Germany?
They have slapped them. Yeah, they have slapped them.
Oh yeah, they
have. Yeah, in a friendly. I think
that was friendly.
It's not friendly.
Nations League. No one cares, man.
The Nations League before.
But Spain have scored 5 against other teams as well. It's like
Spain have slapped Germany like that. So this don't be surprised if you see another Spain slapping.
That's what I'm saying. When it comes to the end of the group,
against Germany, I don't think
will slap over teams.
I don't. Costa Rica was just a bad team. Like I don't think because of maybe Costa Rica and Qatar. There's no other teams you're gonna put 7-0 past them.
I do agree with that, but I still think
there's some good teams in the like most of them are good.
But we can also judge Spain. I think Spain Germany that would be a good game to just Spain off.
See how fast Spain is and see
how bad Germany is or how good they are.
Yeah, how good Spain is. Yeah.
But
you know who else I was unimpressed by? Netherlands,
Yeah.
Like
that's what I'm saying, bro.
That first game, Netherlands, I thought they were, I thought
they
looked a lot better.
Yes, Netherlands versus Ecuador. Is that what you're going to talk about now?
Yeah. No, Senegal was the first game.
Senegal.
Yeah, Netherlands versus Senegal.
First
First game where they beat, I think it was 2-0. And I was unimpressed by them, man.
Netherlands.
They're not that impressive, bro. Be real with you. They've got a decent team.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But I don't know, man. Something's not clicking. It's just me. When I just watched them, like when I watched the Ecuador game, I was like, what's going on? Like,
you still have Davy Klassen in the midfield.
Yeah,
he scored. He scored against Senegal. Yeah.
I still don't like.
I feel like I don't know. They have those
those highly technical players in it. But like those highly technical players have the tendency to just go ghosting games. Like you don't see him in games.
But I'm not gonna lie, De Jong is cold. It's just you know what I mean. Like
it's usually in front of him. That front line, De Jong, they're just washed, man.
Once again, Davy Klassen played for Everton.
I think so.
Was he there for long? Or?
Nah.
He was there for like
Like a season.
The Ronald Koeman, there's the Ronald
Under
Koeman.
Koeman, he bought him.
Everywhere he goes, he always brings German. He always brings Dutch players.
Yeah, man. Listen, but
But anyways, moving on.
they had Bergwijn up top.
Let's talk about that Ghana game.
Let's
about the Netherlands game.
Let's finish up.
Yeah,
in
Netherlands
this
game,
Netherlands
yeah.
game.
Nothing really. What's really happening? It's kind of mid.
And we watched the late get absolutely ripped that game.
Yeah.
He got
Okay. Let's talk about. Okay.
Yeah, what you want to say?
Because for me, I didn't go into it thinking, Netherlands are going to do something. So I don't know what made you think that.
People say,
But still, come on. Netherlands have a big name. Like, come on. They're still the Netherlands.
They've got good players. That name is Van Dijk, De Jong. That's been in the voice for a while. Now, when was the last time the Netherlands have said, bro, how many tournaments have we been? The Euros, the last World Cup.
nah, Euros, nobody.
They haven't made a lot of.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a while. It's been a while since Netherlands have done. So
2010.
for me, I don't look at Netherlands and say, I don't look at them and think they had a bad game. Because at the end of the day, they still won the game.
Nah,
but you're still not impressed.
People call them dark
For me,
horses.
they done well. I can't
They drew Ecuador. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Spain, like, it's kind of.
Nah,
They're just a mid team that are not doing great. Like, everyone
dark
knew.
horses.
Who
was
calling
calling dark
So I want to know why did you expect more from them?
I feel like because they have good
The
players.
quality they have.
Yeah, the quality
They
they
got
have.
look at they got Van
And the
Dijk.
manager as well, yeah.
They got Van Dijk, Ake, the first game. The centre back, like it's like yeah, it's like they got like a very good defense. They got good midfielders. They got like, one or two decent attacking players, and they've got a half decent manager also. Like you expect more from them. Like bare minimum, like especially from Dutch players who are so good technically, like the Ajax academy and like how they like to play possession football. The minimum you expect from them is to keep the ball well, and they couldn't even do that.
I can't lie, the managers, bro,
daily blame, still plays.
Like 50 articles about in like the last month.
Busy taking his wife to the hotel, bro.
Nah, I don't know what it is. Let's not get into that. But for me, it's like, he's getting results. But if he's
yeah, but it's coming out cost.
I'm seeing him articles too much, and his team's not playing good. He needs to focus on something else.
He's doing his thing, man.
He's not doing this thing, bro. They had
I told it to my source,
doing this thing.
Ecuador. They had Ecuador come and slap him up,
getting
man.
through slowly. I think they're just
Yeah,
slowly trying to build up. I think they're building up.
Who's in that group? Is Qatar,
Ecuador,
Senegal?
Qatar, Senegal. Nah, they have it.
They have. They got 4 points in it, and they've because the next
year.
They're through.
They've already won their group.
Yeah, first they got through at least.
Listen, you know what? I'm predicting an upset, from Qatar. Last game.
From Qatar.
Last game,
So what? Senegal and Ecuador are gonna get through.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's talk about
That's
the
my
next
hot
one.
take.
Let's talk about the Ghana game, bro.
The
The Ghana game.
Portugal versus Ghana. 3-2. Could have been 3-3 in the last second. Could have been. It could have been that.
Disposal moment, man.
Alright, let's talk about the Kundus guy, bro. That Kundus guy. Kundus, whatever his Kundus. Whatever his name is.
Kundus.
Kundus guy.
Where's the endless name?
talk about it.
You know what I mean, bro? That guy was bossing that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. That guy was actually.
He said he's better than Neymar before the game.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I'm better than
Kudos.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah.
No, but it's fake.
I didn't see that.
Nah, it's real, but then he kind of took it back after. Like he kind of said that statement.
We're gonna have to post up all these fake backs, caps.
Nah,
he did say it.
He just got like Neymar's more in like the spotlight. That's what he said. But like, I feel like I'm performing similar or better level than that.
I don't even know. But that guy, I'm telling you, that guy was cooking, bro. I'm telling you, Portugal had their hearts in their mouths, and they were thinking, "What?"
Yo, I didn't expect it. Yo, defensively, they are absolutely they're not.
Nah, but I think like they're gonna change. I think they're gonna bring in Pepe. They had a midfielder playing centre back.
Who's the two centre back? Was
Danilo and Ruben Diaz.
That first half, that first half.
I didn't know Neves was gonna play.
That first half, they were playing. Think about, they had no DM. Basically, Neves not a DM. That's not.
Neves is not a DM. He's not a DM.
He's not a DM.
He's like a deep line playmaker.
He's not a 6.
He's a 6, but he's like a yeah. He's a 6.
He plays in a double pivot. He's an 8.
He does not play.
Nah, he doesn't play double pivot.
No way.
I said you for me you would.
Yeah, he's not a DM. You're right. He's not a DM.
He's a deep line playmaker.
He's a deep line playmaker.
That's why he's a 6.
I think he's a replacement.
So let me.
For Xhaka.
But my point is that they played so many attacking players for you to have that bad of a first half against Ghana. was like.
But didn't Ronaldo miss 2 big chances in
Yeah,
that
he
half?
missed a
So
big
I don't think that bad of a half.
It was a bad. I didn't like it.
You know what?
Ronaldo was pissed that they did the sue on him, bro.
You know what killed the game?
Still,
What killed the game for me is how it had. I watched the qualifiers. I watched the qualifiers, and when I watched the qualifiers, they had Otavio right wing, Bruno in the middle, and he worked well. Like, I think Otavio scored 1, assisted 1 or 2. Like, he played well. But in this game, he put Otavio in the middle, Bruno on the right. Bruno can't play right, and Otavio that game clearly can't play in the middle.
Did they change it in the second half?
Yeah, I think they changed it in the second half. Yeah, because clearly it wasn't working.
And it worked, to be fair. Like, Bruno got 2 assists.
I think they put on Rafael Leo in it. They put on Rafael Leo as well.
No, he subbed William Kamala for Ruben Neves. Then he was already on playing centre back.
Oh, yeah, play centre. Oh,
Yeah, but I think also what killed him as well that Cancelo had a bad game as well, man.
Yeah. I think Cancelo and Pereira, they were shocking.
I think Cancelo was exposed, though. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean exposed? You're fullback.
Let's talk about the guy, man. Rafael Leao. What a player.
That guy's coming to Arsenal.
You see the fraud boy, he's smiling and that when he's having it.
Listen,
Why is the guy smiling?
This boy shining. He's smiling.
Everybody wants to talk about Rafael Leao, but nobody wants to give their flowers to Bruno. You get me?
Yeah, well, give flowers to
the finish was too cold, man. The finish was
Do you see the timing of the pass?
nice.
Yeah, both of their passes were beautiful.
He
They were both.
finished it for him, bro.
And the Felix pass as well.
Yeah, the Felix pass as well. Oh, that was good.
What was the keeper doing for that Felix goal, though?
Yeah, I won't lie. Yeah, I won't lie.
He thought it was a shoot and he kind of
the
chipped him.
The keeper had a stinker for that Felix goal.
But the keeper.
What was the goal again? I see. Which one is it?
It's like a 1v. It was on.
First goal.
Second.
Onana,
First goal was
why
not
are
a
you trying to violate Onana? Like, Onana's not a good keeper, bro.
Come on, the keeper was stinker.
Keeper, he had a good game, bro. He had a good game, bro.
Onana for Ghana. I don't think so.
Nah, bro. Onana is the guy that do-rag on, bro. It was Onana, bro. What are you talking about?
No, this guy's having stickers the whole day. Nah, but Onana.
Who is it? Was Onana?
It's not an Onana, bro.
Onana plays for...
I don't know.
Let's check it.
Yeah, it's not.
There wasn't Onana, but hey,
It's not.
it wasn't Onana. You had a stinker again.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, he had some good saves, man. He had some good saves.
I think Ghana in the second half, like, I think they were slightly better than when the first half they were poor, I think. Couldn't get on the ball, but Portugal would equal as bad. That's what Portugal, like, for a team with Bernardo, Bruno, or Otavio. Bernardo, Ruben Neves, Otavio, and Bruno, you should not be able to, like, you should be able to control a game.
I think let's be real, man. I think, yo, they should have just took off Ronaldo because Ronaldo wasn't really that guy. He wasn't. He wasn't playing that good. He wasn't playing that good. Put on Andre Silva. Andre Silva's a cold guy. I respect that guy. Andre Silva, you gotta respect him, bro.
You gotta respect Ronaldo. Come on, I'm not a Ronaldo fan, but come on.
But he played.
Let the guy play. Like he's alright. He's not bad.
But he was not like.
Okay, yeah. Again, Andre Silva is not gonna do that much of a
He's not going to do any better, bro.
I think Andre Silva will have a better game than him in that game.
Listen, Marwan, today, this episode is going down in the Hall of Shames. Hall of Shame, bro.
Listen, what are you talking about? Listen, I thought it was Onana, you know, I'm not wondering what team does Onana play for.
What team does
he And then he goes, Cuadrado plays for Ecuador. Listen, bro.
What team does
He's at home right now, man.
My bad. You know what I'm saying? I got mixed up. You know what I'm trying to say? I got mixed up. It's one of the African countries, though. It's one of the African countries in the World Cup.
It's like 62 African.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Cameroon are in the World Cup. I was watching Cameroon as well. You know what I'm trying to say? Happens.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, listen,
Yo.
for me, for the Portugal game,
Listen.
You can pause it.
Listen, no.
Pause it. You can pause it.
Listen,
We've got to finish Portugal.
let me say one thing about it.
Give it 5 seconds and then start again.
We've cut it. We already cut it. It's right now.
Yeah. So basically, look, for me, the only thing I would say about the Portugal Ghana game is I watched like the second half of it mostly. But for me, from what I watched, these men are not using Ronaldo enough, man. They're not. When I say using, I mean, well, you have this clinical word. This guy scored like 800 plus league goals.
He missed 2 big chances. They did create for him.
But for me, it wasn't. From what I've seen, second half it wasn't enough. Maybe because Ghana's playing better.
Yeah, second half it wasn't. Because second half they understood the bro. We can't keep that. They gave him 2 big chances in the first half. Then they adjusted it.
One.
That guy did the suit and pick up the ball in the 80th minute, man. That guy sued. He did not pick up the ball. It's the 88th minute. He tried to get equaliser. He did not pick the ball. He's some.
Okay, we can talk about the last thing. Yeah, the Naki Williams chance at the end. Yeah, that was actually heartbreaking.
I wanted that.
That's the most unlucky thing.
That would have been football heritage right there. That would have been football heritage.
You know, he was too excited.
You can't help me. You get excited. It's lack of experience, of course. It's lack of experience. You think? It's lack of experience.
He's played like 100 games in a row.
It's lack of trust. It's lack of in the big stage.
Other games, like I don't get it.
No, it's lack of experience. Like lack of experience. As in.
Okay, now we're going to talk about Brazil, Serbia. Brazil had a very good game. First half was a bit dry. First half was a bit dry.
Let's talk about
it. We didn't say first half was a bit.
But you know who they were cooking?
But second half
they were cooking.
They went crazy. Second half they went crazy. Richarlison.
I did not respect you, Richarlison.
I didn't respect that guy.
We watched the game together, innit? I said, you know, I said to this guy, I said, yo, Richarlison, watch Richarlison score tapping. And said there hasn't been a real goal in the tournament before the game, in the start of the game, I said that
look at this guy trying to take credit on that.
And I literally took credit of that. I'm taking credit of all of that, bro.
It's like the manager. It's like Tite when he said. Tite said, "Yo, Richie, he can smell goals, bro. That guy.
Small goal.
Yeah.
This guy was hating on him.
I was hating on him, bro. You know, I respect him, bro. I respect him because you know, the first half. I don't even think he had a touch on the ball in the first half. That's how bad he was playing. Second half, for some reason, something just happened. He's there. He's that guy. He's just there.
Can we talk about that goal? Can we talk about that goal?
Well, that goal was class. That goal was class.
Vinicius that pass.
No, but it was a mistouch. It was a mistouch.
I don't think it was a mistouch. I don't think it was a mistouch.
He meant all of that.
He meant
that. So the touch on his left foot, pull it up. He went.
And then the
bus.
that was
standing.
You know, I think it was mistouch.
The commentator was hating, though. The commentator was like, I don't want to say it, but I think that was a mistouch. But what a brilliant!
Wow. I think it was.
Was that on ITV? Was it ITV on?
I think on ITV.
I think it was on ITV.
I think it was because you know how can you? You reckon? Because I think he went up too nice.
Yeah, exactly. It was too clean. Like it just happened.
I think he went up. No, he mistouched it and he had to improvise. And that's where the
it was instinct. Because it's like instinct. He didn't say I'm gonna put it at this side. It was like kind of instinct. He just that.
Because that's instinct. Look at his first goal.
Because those kind of goals are really instinct. Just
his
in the
first goal,
moment.
he was one, you know, to pounce on the keeper save. Yeah.
But even Neymar played decent. So Neymar played good.
I was gonna say, yeah. What do you think of Paqueta as well? Like, do you think Paqueta is like?
I'm
not a fan of Paqueta like that.
I'm not a fan of Paqueta in West Ham, but I don't know, you know.
I was a fan of Rafinha that game either.
Even Rafinha, I said before.
Rafinha had a good game. Rafinha, I'll give it to you, bro. He had a good game.
No.
He was the only. He had a good game. He had a better game than Neymar, and he had a better game. Actually, Vinicius had a very good game as well. But Rafinha, it might not be his best, but he had a good game. He done his part. He was doing something. He was offering something at least. He also had a good game. Alexandro as well. Alexandro. We got to speak to him. We gotta go.
Both fullbacks did. Danilo and
Alexandro, yeah. Bro, Alexandro, the shots, man. The guy was.
Casemiro had a very good game.
Fred came on.
Yeah, Casemiro, that shot as well.
Fred had a good shot as well.
Yeah. Did you expect more from Serbia though? I feel like everyone gassed Serbia. Yeah, everyone's gassing Serbia.
I did gas Serbia. I
think Serbia had too much respect for them. I'm be real. Like they were playing 3-4-1.
5-4-1.
You see them fouling Neymar though. It was like 9 fouls on Neymar. That's 9 out of 12 fouls.
He's injured for next game. Looks like he might be injured for next game.
It's ankle though. It has to be like.
Nah, it's not injured. He's just precaution. It's just a precaution.
I think his ankle is swollen, so that's a problem. That's a massive problem. Yeah, his ankle is swollen.
Yeah.
So he's
and it's a recurring issue. It's like he's done it.
But the thing is, Neymar always gets injured in the World Cup, bro. Every World Cup is always injured.
Well, you acting like it's his fault, bro. 9 out of 12 fouls are on him, bro. What do you expect?
Listen, bro. That isn't. Listen.
He's drawing those fouls.
He's drawing facts. Give the ball up quicker.
That's a lazy narrative.
Give the ball up quicker.
That's victim blaming right there. That's victim blaming.
I hear it. It's Jack Grealish doing it. Let's like say, if Jack Grealish got an ankle injury, what do you expect? Like you're the one.
No, it's like
fouled 500 times.
Can I say one thing?
Let me say one thing.
Because I've noticed there's a difference between players that dribble and they get tackled and not tackled, but they get fouled. Let's say fouls happen to them, but they keep going. And it's players like Jack Grealish here where. Bro, every time he gets like someone tries to foul him, bro, he's just dropping on the ground, bro. It's like, for me, I don't like that, but now we're talking about what's the player we're talking about?
Neymar.
For him,
How did you forget, bro?
goodness gracious. Goodness, I don't care. But Neymar, for me, if a player can get fouled and still go, basically, it's not like a thing where Neymar doesn't do that. Neymar's kind of 50-50, but I'm tired of players, bro, that like Neymar, Jack Grealish.
So you're blaming him?
Huh?
You're blaming him?
I'm not blaming him, but
You're blaming him for getting kicked in the ankles.
There is some blame on his part, because just keep moving, bro.
That's just the player that he is, though. That's weird. Like,
see where he got injured?
that's the type of player he is.
That's why he got
It's like
injured?
Messi. I was like, you're gonna blame Messi for getting fouled. Like,
Messi,
what?
he gets fouled so much, but guess what?
Nah, he's
This guy,
just
he
superhero.
holds the ground, he keeps running, bro. He doesn't care. Certain man, they get touched, they just drop it on the ground, bro. What do you think this is?
The tackle literally.
If you look at like Vinicius like beats the man, like paces. Neymar, he just flare, like, you know what I mean? He doesn't have the pace, but he has like the he doesn't have the pace like Vinicius pace. Like Vinicius, he will destroy you. Like Neymar is like more of like, yo, 1, 2, elegant. You know what I mean? He does a little trick. You know what I mean? Vinicius is cold. Vinicius is cold. Well, that's cold.
If Brazil are to win this tournament, I think Neymar's going to be the stand-up player.
I think
Neymar
is going to be a massive part of that as well.
Listen, I said Brazil.
Neymar didn't play that.
Listen.
Rodrigo.
Brazil could put on 11 players and still have like change that whole 11 and still have a good team.
Do you see the clips like Fabinho for Casemiro? You have like Martinelli and Rodrigo,
That second team.
Jesus.
Bro.
It's ridiculous.
They got Edison as well.
Mahrez,
Edison on the
Edison.
bench. Oh,
I told you. I told you they're winning the World Cup. Bro. I say that with my chest.
They're like the Man City of
Telling you.
international football.
Yeah, facts, bro.
They're like
Facts.
18 beating.
It took a while. The 2010 World Cup, it wasn't really there. The 2014 one, it wasn't there. You know what I mean? It took a while for them to develop that team. They finally got that team. They finally.
I don't think they had.
I don't think they had a good team 2014.
I don't think they
They
had.
had who they have to tell Silva,
David Luiz.
David Luiz, or Neymar, Hulk, like these random players. They had like Fred the contract.
I think if they win it, then they can make it iconic. I don't think right now it's not an iconic.
The team feels a bit young. It's not like none of them are like all of them in the prime. Like
I think they have a balance.
Ronaldo,
But the
Marquinhos.
players can go on to become iconic players. There's a lot of players that are like Richarlison. If he goes to a big club, he can do something. Martinelli.
I disagree. I think they have a lot. I don't think they only have young wingers.
He's experienced.
Look, Alexandro's in his 30s, Danilo's old, Marquinhos is a captain, has been like.
Do you know who he's talking about? He's talking about iconic.
Alisson, come on.
About some of the players, not all of them.
Alisson's an icon. Alisson's an icon. Thiago Silva's an icon.
But he's
Neymar's
37.
an
We're
icon.
talking about icons now. We're talking about
I say experience and legends in the game. Not a lot of teams. Germany don't have legends in the game like that. Spain have legends like they have a couple of people. They have one or two.
Let me say this.
You know what I mean?
The players you were talking about when you were gassing the team up, you weren't mentioning these players. You were mentioning the young players like Richarlison. So when it comes to the impact,
Charles young.
No,
because why?
Richarlison had a good game. Like Richarlison scored 2 goals.
2 goals, yeah.
compared to Alisson,
But because Alisson had nothing to do that game.
Yeah.
He had nothing. He had literally nothing to do.
You're talking about
You know what I mean? The defense had nothing to do.
Who's having an impact? The names you mentioned are the older guys that are iconic, and the names that actually having an impact.
Who mentioned iconic? What is it iconic?
I said they're not an iconic team. They don't
have to be.
They don't feel like it.
They're not though.
You know what I mean?
But I just said they have experience. I think you guys are underplaying how much experience that they do have.
They're not the best player in the world.
Iconic.
They got Daniel Alves on the bench row. They got Daniel Alves on the bench row.
Why was talking about iconic? That Brazil team, they're arguably the most experienced team in the World Cup.
Facts. And that's why I believe they're gonna win it. That's why I believe they're gonna win
They
it.
probably got like 12, 15 Champions League in that starting 11, bro.
Facts.
Come on, man. France feels like.
Bro, you can say
All the players got injured. All the experienced players.
Champions League, wait.
France 2018, like, I feel like that was an iconic team.
Wait, Champions League winner or
Champions League winners.
Oh, winners. Saying I thought you said
Yeah.
Look, France 2018, I feel like that was an iconic team. You can't say the same.
Nah.
You can't say the same.
Before 2018, look at that team. Mbappe.
I would say it was iconic. Watching that team, everyone knew. Like, the Pogba used to say a PlayStation team. Like everyone knew, but that team was ridiculous.
That team was
That
iconic.
team was iconic.
But you're not gonna say the same thing. I don't think you're gonna say the same thing. Even Brazil.
Bro, Brazil, I'm telling you, Brazil are going to win it, bro. They're just like, you know, when I watch them, the elegance that they play in. It's just,
Favela football.
oh my goodness, bro. It's like, it's beauty. Like, out of all the games I've watched, the football that Brazil have played have been the best. I'm telling you. Watch this, mark my words.
And that ends the Fly Over podcast. Our first episode. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Yeah, and see you in the next one.
Yes, sir.